We will do those another day.
The sponsor stream literally ends in less than 3 hours. I think they'll count it if I start.
Okay, so we're gonna go fast. No long stories today. No tangents. No BS. All right, chat. Chat. I want you on your best behavior. Okay,
Don't worry, I'll barely talk today.
No, you stop. You stop talking right now. You stop.
Go ahead.
Only say things that are necessary. All right, here we go.
Things
Number
that are
10.
necessary.
No, it's not necessary. Stop. Here we go. Number 10.
Yes.
It's Jlubpoo.
What?
Jlubpoo. Jlubpoo. Jlubpoo.
Do you love poo?
No, it's Jlubpoo.
You love
And
poo.
this is his OG, as it's written, rooster.
It's supposed to be chicken.
Jlubpoo. I mean, that makes sense. I've always said Faye loves poop. Look at her tiny squirmy hands. What's inside of the poop, of course. That's why she's so excited to show you something. But this is, though. Oh, it's not max. 40 plus 10 Faye with 6 flowers. Are you sure this is the right build? This is looking suspect. Okay, they haven't said anything. This is okay, 65 HP, 50 attack, 41 speed, 32 defense, 35 res. Baked, why did you pick this?
Because it's like the HP meta, but like personified. it just stacks HP. It's ridiculous. Like sudden panic, everything works. Panic, infantry pulse. There's nothing that doesn't work. She can bypass any trap, any unit. There is nothing in the game that can ploy her or affect her with an HP skill.
But when you're this weak, why would you want to ploy her?
Okay, no, but there's one more thing. There's one more thing.
Okay,
it's the fact that
yes.
It's a speed Fae. So like the dude didn't just take a random Fae and say, I'm just gonna stack HP. He took a speed Fae, which is like one of the more innovative, I want to say, like Fae archetypes. And then he said, why don't I stack HP as well? So because like when you stack HP and speed, that HP, at least for the first fight, is basically worth the same as def or res. So you basically end up with insane bulk.
But
the first fight.
If she
only 90s kids will remember anime nights.
Thank you, Andrew. Yes, and everyone would remember me getting banned for that too. Anyways, the problem of taking the first fight though is you get knocked out of everything, and that's the sad part. That's why personally I don't do this, because if there's no way to heal back up, this stuff, Faye is basically support until she has to fight. Because if she fights, it's questionable how effective she'll be afterwards.
Yeah, no, she's mostly damage sponge. She can't really do much.
32-35 is really respectable though, and this person really likes Faye. You know, I've always been thinking to myself, why has young Tiki not dropped? And I know she has a better inheritable weapon. I mean, not inheritable, personal weapon in Breath of Fog, but adult Tiki is free too, so. Anyways, that's Faye. Very interesting. I do like it from the perspective of trying to use her for debuffing and also to get your team a faster special. But the problem is, versus my girl, and Faye is definitely not my girl. So that's a good start. Amps. Oh my god.
I'm answering all these people that keep asking the same question.
What's the same question?
There are no free-to-play hero reviews today.
Okay, go ahead.
We'll do them tomorrow or Thursday.
Yes, there you go.
Okay, number 9, and please, I cannot pronounce this name, so I'm just gonna say part of it. Or no, I'll try. All right.
Okay.
Number 9 is Vsamosuchus.
What?
And this is their Laslow. You try it. This is Laslow.
Vsamosuchus.
Sucknuts. Vsamo. I like that.
Vsamo. Here's Vsamo.
Until next time.
Oh my god, the shades. The shades are such a great accessory in this game. Look how good he looks. It actually fits him quite well, because his haircut and his pretty boy demeanor. Oh, this is another plus 10 free-to-play hero. It's a Laslow. Plus 10 with 8 flowers. 55 HP, 58 attack, 32 speed, 39 defense, 27 res. I'm still waiting for his refine before I make up my mind on him, but I'm glad people are giving him a chance, because he didn't make sense when the game first came out, but with that high HP, he makes more and more and more sense. But yeah, the build is Sling Edge, Reposition, Bonfire, Sturdy Stance 2, QR, Close Guard, and Renewal. I actually like Renewal in a lot of these builds because when you have a HP dependent thing in QR, that's pretty important. So Jazo, what do you like about this pretty boy?
Well, first, what I like a lot is that his defense is super high, being at 43. Okay, not super high. It's really good for a free-to-play unit. 43.
Finally catching
you're not
Ian
taking a lot of
stream
hits.
pod.
32 isn't horrible, especially against like armors. So like you might be able to stop some doubles there.
Yes.
62 attack is really nice. You're gonna be able to do a lot of damage. 55 HP gets you a lot of extra bulk as well.
Yes.
27 res isn't the worst. So if a dragon does come up on you, you're not screwed. The bonfire is gonna really hurt and be pretty fast with Sling Edge. Close Guard is good for the support of other units. And like you said, Renewal helps not only with keeping QR up, but also it allows you to not use something like Soul or Aether, which I think is going to be a lot more prevalent now that Rupture Sky is a special. I think we're going to see not Aether as a special a lot. And we're going to see Renewal either as a seal or a B slot much more.
Just to put that into quick maths. So 70% of 55 works out to 38.5. So you got to round up in this game. So 39. And that is 16. And because you're at 43, they have to hit... If they hit 58 and under, and don't double you'll stay in QR. And even if they do, if it's a second turn, you'll get back up. So that actually works out better than I thought. Mathematically, with that defense, he's actually going to stay in QR pretty easily. And, of course, use Bonfire. Nice. Now, Bonfire over Ignis. Why? Why would you take Bonfire over Ignis? Because the one reason I can see you taking Bonfire over Ignis is when you use breaths, like steady breath, in which case you get hit and then you just drop by 2 cooldowns. So every shot you go back on is a Bonfire. Usually I see Ignises. So yeah, Jazel, why do you think they made that choice?
I would imagine just because on the off chance, because again, the speed isn't good, but it's not horrible. Like, I do imagine you stopping some doubles from some slower units. So if that's the case, then you do need the extra cooldown to drop the Bonfire.
Yes, okay, I see. You're right. Because if they attack and can't double, they attack, he attacks, and he attacks. So the Bonfire does trigger. Alright, makes sense. Alright, pretty good Laslow. Tier 19. I'm actually I actually give you guys a lot of respect when you guys aren't like at the highest level of the gameplay, but you guys are going out and making heroes that you like. Alright.
Number 8, go into your friends list, because this is your favorite Fuda Shisho lover, Vic.
Oh, man.
And this is his Cordy.
Alright.
I can do this!
Oh, it's a max Cordy. 40 plus 10 plus 5. It's a max Cordy. 55 HP, 59 attack, 40 speed, 27 defense, 30 res. Wow. This is for Arena, isn't it? Wagasa Plus. What makes Wagasa really nice is it's a free-to-play weapon because you get it for Leg Yarn, New Year Leg Yarn. You get Wagasa. It's chill defense. She has Ether, Blue Dualifying, chill res. Oh, that's interesting because these things wouldn't work together unless it's like a dragon on a range hero or something. And then defense tactic and then guidance. Huh. This is a utility Cordy. So Ryu, what do you like about this?
It's just a really nice support unit, especially for like AR, as obvious as it is.
Wait, for
it
AR?
really well and it works really nice. No,
I'm not sure about AR because a support hero in AR is iffy.
I don't play AR at all.
You don't play AR?
I'm very lazy.
You are very lazy.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna have to publicly shame you right after this, but go on.
Okay, so Wagasa and Chill Res, obviously, they work out really nice together as double chills. And
yes.
Dev Tactic, it's nice support buffs. Same with just all around, just scores really well, especially with mobility via guidance.
This is actually really free to play because defense tactic, chill res, dual flying is the only thing not. Ether and the double rally. You can actually get all of this under 5-star. Well, you will have to up some heroes, but you don't have to like pull the 5-star exclusive hero outside of Legend Azura. Oh my god, that's Legend Azura. Okay, I take everything back. I no longer like this. Vic's dumb, and Vix likes girls with dicks.
Whoa!
That's a
Pretty
Fuda.
toxic.
All right. Anyways, that's his Cordy. It's his Cordy. He actually really likes Cordy. There's a lot of builds available, but this one would be great for Arena.
Care to test me?
Chew, 14 crowns. Oh my god. It's actually so nice to see Navarre. He's another hero that has made a resurgence in the game. Mostly because, well, he got a really good sword. Oh, actually, it's not that good, but he's also free to play. And I remember I used my Navarre for threat and speed, which no longer has any relevance. 52 HP, 54 attack, 44 speed, 28 defense, 29 res. This is actually really good. I'm actually surprised he can reach 54 attack. Wait a second, Navarre. Can someone do a comparison real quick? Navarre versus who's the advantage guy?
Long Q.
Longku. I can't even remember him. That's how irrelevant he is. All right, so Navarre and Longku. What's the difference between those two? Because Navarre actually hits over 50. Scarlet Sword, special trigger cooldown -1, and start turn grants special cooldown count -2. So he's actually really good. You drop that ether to 2 and flashing blade instantly. Sorry, what?
I'm waiting for a Lee spot right now.
Okay.
I got this. Okay. So for their base stats, no merges. Navarre has 42 HP. Longku has 45. Navarre has 31 attack. Longku has 29.
Oh.
Navarre has 37 speed. Longku has 39. Navarre has 23 defense versus 22 on Longku. And Navarre has 24 res versus 22 on Longku.
What? Then you should just make a Longku. And then no, it's so close. You depend on what you want in their swords then. But Scarlet Sword.
I think Navarre is better, but he costs grails.
Oh,
Navarre
that's
looks
also
cooler.
true. That's true. That's true. And he's also waifu. Because you just... Man, animes have like really played that trope where you like push the hair behind your ear and then the guy gets hard. Anyways, Scarlet Sword, Ether, that's actually really good because you drop the cooldown by 1 and the first turn it drops to 2. And then you attack, flashing blade triggers, so your second attack is instantly a special... Your second attack is Ether, and then after that, it's special spiraled. So, that is... Oh my... I actually love this build. Because you don't need Desperation if you can just take the hit and then heal back up. And you don't really need... Oh man, you do 5 extra damage from the flashing blade too. And you have renewal, so just in case it doesn't work out, because your second hit, if they have virtually no HP left, you're not healing very much. Granted though, Navarre doesn't hit that hard, it's just 54. Well, it's 54 plus 5 true damage, so actually he's hitting pretty hard actually. But even if it does become problematic, you just have to wait a second turn to heal 10 HP. All attack wave will take you up to 60, and then of course at 5 true damage. That's really nice. Wow. This is the closest thing to a max Navarre I've seen. And actually, I think this is the perfect Navarre build. T, what do you think? Is there anything that you could do better for Navarre? What do you think?
I mean, in my opinion, I think everything here is exactly what you said. It's basically perfect. I mean, C-slot, the only thing that you might do differently is throw something in there that's like a team support or something like that. But as far as a standalone unit, he basically has everything you could possibly want as far as sustain, hard hitting, and just being able to hold his own on the battlefield. So everything you said, I agree with 100%.
Okay, I'm actually thrilled you guys picked this Navarre because I can't see a better Navarre. Your choice of C, especially the new skill from Edelgard. But then his defense isn't that great, and he doesn't really need that much more attack. But either way, this is really good. Now, T, the most important question: is your phone in a sock right now?
Yes, it is.
Because you're so clear.
I've learned a lot watching your tactical style.
That would be awesome. Like, I think people will buy that stuff. And I think it'd be hype. It's just like Makoto being alive, too. Whoops. Morgan, 40 plus 10, 41 HP, 51 attack, 41 speed, 27 defense, 30 res. Wow, it is... I actually hate his art. It's Morgan, male Morgan. Grimace Truth. Grimace Truth is actually one of those interesting weapons in this game because it kind of works like a breath. except it's ranged. Grants defense +3 after combat of unit attack, inflicts attack speed -5 on target and foes within 2 spaces of target through their next actions, and additionally grants attack speed +5 to allies and unit within 2 spaces for 1 turn. So it creates a +/-5 difference of attack and speed, aka you can create a 10 difference between attack and speed. Because you buff yourself, you can debuff them, so. He has dual rally, Luna, close counter, null follow-up, Spurs defense res 2, and close defense 3. Very simple build. Jazel, what's the genius in this build?
Okay, so the genius in this build is simply the tome. Mil Morgan, I love Mil Morgan personally, and his tome is really what makes him. He basically works kind of like a dagger unit in how he debuffs, but he kind of works like Soth's particularly in that he also buffs. It's just that it's only 2 stats in particular as opposed to all 4. So creating that attack difference allows both him and his allies to be a little more bulky, as well as get a little more damage out. And with the 10 speed difference, you're basically stopping every double and making almost every double for both you and your teammates at that point. So it makes everyone super bulky with a little extra attack built in. Luna obviously helps with damage output. Close counter is really, I think, his best A slot. Because what it allows him to do is make use of that debuff and buffing he's doing himself as well.
Right.
So he goes in. First of all, he can't stop. He can't be stopped because of no follow-up. And 41 speed isn't great, but it's not horrible. You're going to be doubling a decent amount of the game just with that. So you attack, make sure you don't die, and then you have close counter to get hit and then attack back with that huge attack difference and huge speed difference. And close counter obviously helps you stay alive when you're getting hit back. So close counter, close defense. My apologies.
Yeah, close counter, close defense actually works really well, and you're right, if he does attack, he effectively, I mean, if you drop their attack by 5, he basically gets 5 extra defense. I mean, it's the same thing as that. And then, of course, that would take him to 38. Now, I'm kind of surprised. I understand Luna and how important Luna is, but at the same time, the sustain is the only thing I have worries about with this character. But then, it's not like Aether's that easy for him to use either. Alright.
That is true, yeah. The only other thing I'd consider is the C slot change, only because with his tone working the way it is, defense smoke is fairly cheap. I say. It's a pan, so it's grails. But that helps a lot. And also dealing extra damage for your allies. Red smoke, if you're willing to give up a female Grima, works really well as well. There's also the super coveted pulse smoke, which can be used as well from Pent. So I think those 3 are probably his best C-slot options, but this obviously isn't bad either, depending on what you're using.
You're right. Actually, he could be a pretty good specialty hero in the team as well, because he has null follow-up, and he's technically a debuffer and a buffer. Huh. All right, that's an interesting way of looking at him too. All right. Okay. Cool. But yeah, I agree. I definitely think attack smoke, or any smokes in general, would be very useful on him.
And smoke by attack by speed and speed. Yes.
Oh, you're right. Because he's already taking away 5 attack. All right.
Okay. Next is number 5, which is WindFyre Phoenix's Macaiah.
If this means survival.
WindFyre Phoenix. Oh my. Oh, well, that's interesting. I've actually seen so many interesting Macaiah builds. People really like messing with her. Also, I think she should probably become a legendary or mythic at some point. WindFyre, 36 crowns. Wow. What am I at? Not 30. Oh, it's a max Macaiah. Oh, I should have expected this too. A max speed Macaiah. There's so many of these. 40 plus 10 and 10 flowers. 41 HP, 55 attack, 37 speed, 24 defense, 44 res. Wow. 37 speed. Once upon a time, I thought that was laughable. Nowadays, with the meta slowing down, grossly slowing down because of armor heroes, predominantly, that makes a lot of sense. Thani, everyone knows what it does. Effective against armor and Cafos. The res plus 3. You know, it's actually... Oh, no, actually it makes sense. The res plus 3 actually does make a difference because taking to 44 is pretty damn good. And of course, This is the ability that almost everyone forgets about. If armored or cav foe uses bow, dagger, magic, or staff, reduces damage from foe's first attack by 30%. This used to matter a lot more when Brave Lins were everywhere, but nowadays they all use Brave Bows or Fire Sweep, so it doesn't do very much. But that is a thing, and against the occasional, like... What armor mages are there? I only see Tharja, and Tharja would stand no chance anyways. That you guys still see in the meta.
Not Mage, but Winter Cecilia.
Oh, you're right, Winter Cecilia. She would be pretty good against that. But yeah, the second part of the ability is, third part of the ability is rarely being used. See you, Chandler. Anyways, Blue Flame, Death Blow 4, Special Spiral, Res Ploy, and Attack Speed Bond. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Attack Speed Bond with... So in most situations, I would expect Macaiah to not need any support and just smash from the Death Blow 4 Thani. That works really well. For other situations, I expect it'll be Attack Speed Bond and Blue Flame to augment her, to help her get the double, and to help her set up the Blue Flame. And for Blue Flame to be more powerful as well. And of course, the Res Ploy works really well at the 44 Res. Oh man. T, what do you think about this level of Macaiah? Actually, keep in mind the IVs. Do you actually suggest a plus speed Macaiah?
I mean, me personally, from the simple fact that if I was to use a Macaiah, it would be more than likely as an AA counter. I'd probably go plus attack. The simple fact that I want her to go in there and I want her to just obliterate whatever's in front of her and not have to worry about having to tap into speed to possibly get a double or negate a double. But this build, because I've personally used it in rival domains before, because this is a good friend of mine.
Oh.
It's definitely a very, very powerful build, and it's capable of doing some pretty ridiculous things. So, I mean, just even that little amount of speed, against some mages, it can actually try and negate some of the doubles that she would normally be facing with the bond in play. So, I mean, it definitely does everything that you need it to and a little bit more. So, I'd say it's a really good build overall, just from my personal use of it.
Okay, but the Blue Flame selection is actually kind of... I actually do like it a lot, because Macaiah should be going for the one-shot kills. So, going for Ether or something, it's really hard for her to get to that point. But if she does get to that point, I guess those work really well as well. But generally, Blue Flame would just be enough. I think, in most cases, she would just barely not get the kill. And Blue Flame would be able to secure it. Of course, if she's going up against a Green Mage or something, that's not going to happen. But no, I actually like the Blue Flame selection. The new skill on the bailiffs, do they work on mages, or is it just melees?
Yeah, I think that one works on mages. I think the only thing that they're restricted from is healers, dragons, and beasts.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I'm actually not sure, because obviously I haven't pulled in a banner yet. Alright, but that's pretty cool. That gives her an alternative, because they're both 3 cooldowns, right? No, yeah. No, they're both 3 cooldowns, yeah.